Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for our next episode of Title Tiger TV. Today is a very, very special episode for us because we're branching out from all the things title and reaching out to someone in the community. One of the things that is super important to us at Assurity Title and my team is our giving back to the community, being involved, and then bringing light and sharing great things that we see happening. Today, my very special guest is Effie Santos, founder of Madi's Movement, a great organization doing fantastic things in this community for young people. Effie, thank you for
Cassie,
being
thanks for
here.
having me.
Oh, I'm so happy that you're here. We, as people who know me, know that I am a devoted Rotarian. I love Rotary, and our Tampa West Chase Rotary Club hosted a wine and whiskey event this past weekend and that raised money for Madi's Movement as well. And so I got to hang out with you there, and I'm so excited.
So fun.
It was,
right?
right?
Such great people.
Very fantastic people. Let's start off, though, by talking about Madi's Movement, your purpose in founding it, and, introduce us to your guests.
Of course.
Yeah.
Madi's Movement is a nonprofit supporting teens aging out of the foster care system, giving them the tools, resources, and community they need to become totally self-sufficient. Madi's Movement was born out of the love and dreams that my daughter Madison had in high school. She went to Alonzo High School here in Tampa, and she had friends that were in the foster care system and recognized not everyone gets the same opportunities. We talked a lot about it matters who you're born to, where you're born, and the color of your skin, and life's just not fair. And she wanted to change that and advocate for these teens, and I love it too. She had a huge, huge heart. And we tragically lost Madison on March 4th, 2021, when she was 19 in a car accident. So I wanted to create a legacy for her, to be able to say her name every single day. And so I took her dream and turned it into my personal mission for the rest of the days that I am on this earth, is to support these amazing young adults such as Caitlin, to surround them with love, care, and community to live the life that they want.
Oh, that's fantastic. Caitlin, so how long have you been involved with Madi's Movement?
I would say 2 years now.
Yeah, I think around two and a half
2
years. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. We're going to get into that. You and I first met I think we were saying the summer of 2024. And I remember, and there were several nonprofits in that room that day. But when you got up to speak, there was just such, I'm going to try not to cry, a beautiful energy about you. And you could feel the passion you had for what you were doing in the face of losing your child, which for me, I just think, oh my gosh, here she is, bounced back up. I thought I'd still be in the bed. And so I have such just ultimate respect for you, how you get out and you're out there. And I'm sure there's days that you probably don't feel like it, and you're doing it to create a legacy for your child. Just in the last couple of months, I've heard that term so much. I don't even know. It's like it would be my word of the year. I've heard it so much, except health. That's my word of the year. This
Okay,
year.
all
Joe
right.
would be so happy. But the idea that for a lot of people, I just went to a funeral this past weekend. You think, your child, you don't want your child to be forgotten. And what a great way to keep her in people's memories and keep her moving forward and impacting people she never met. It's just so fantastic. I just have
Thank
such
you.
affection for you, for what you're doing.
Thank you.
So I know that the whole movement has kind of morphed. It's like you know. Can you tell us how it started out? Like, what were the first things, and how did you get it off the ground? Like, who was there helping you, and how did you get it moving forward?
So, right after Maddie's passing, my life did stop. It was, it's unlike any pain, anything I've experienced. And I had spent 25 years in banking, and I was always out networking and very involved in the community. And so, not being able to leave my house for a very, very long time was tough. And that being said, I worked with a lot of nonprofits my whole career in Tampa Bay, so I knew a lot of them. And how it started was I knew I wanted to do something for Maddie. So it was like a little step at a time. I'd make a step forward and like 10 steps back. And it was having to really lean on my community. Because, like you said, Cassie, I never want to stop saying her name, but so many people are afraid to talk to me or to say her name, thinking it'll upset me. So I just want to say, we always want to say their name. Always want to say their name. I always want to hear Maddie's name. That being said, I knew that we wanted to support this gap of teens aging out. What happens when teens, such as Caitlin, when she turned 18, what happens? Our community really isn't aware, and I had to learn that. So I immersed myself. I brought together nonprofits to roundtables. I went and met the teens and the young adults where they were at. So did a lot of roundtables. And to really understand what we were building was intentional and meaningful, and having the programs and services that our young adults needed, and their voices matter. So even before we launched till today, I always turn. I mean, I talk to Caitlin almost every day. I'm like, what is it you guys want to do? Because we want to build around that. So after about a year and a half of R&D, we pulled together a board of directors, which was really family and friends. And for me, I was still not at a great place. But I will tell you that if Maddie's movement wasn't here, I would still be in bed. Maddie's movement, the love I have for her, the love I have for our young adults, fuels me every day to keep going. And so after all that R&D, I wanted to be intentional, and we launched on Maddie's 22nd birthday, which was August 15th of 2023. Did some fundraising. We launched our first financial foundation program January, and it really grew much faster than I thought or anticipated, which is a great thing. And so we are building a business.
Right.
Right? We are
It is a
building, it
business,
is a
yes.
business, and our goal is we have 600 teens aging out every year in the Tampa Bay community.
Isn't that crazy? I heard you say that number just in Tampa Bay.
And there, yes, just in
Just here.
Tampa Bay. I'm sure there's more than the 600, but 600 kids that are aging out, and we want to support every single one of them. So we've grown quickly, and it's been great. It's I say we're building the plane as we're flying the plane, right? As many
Right.
entrepreneurs and small businesses do.
Right? That's what you.
And I love every second of it. It is can be sad at times, right? And anytime that happens, it's like I get a card from Caitlin in the mail that I'm like, keep going, get a sign for Maddie. It's keep going, and it's really the love that pushes me forward.
Right. So how did you two meet? How did your relationship with Maddie's movement begin?
I would love if, Caitlin, you're comfortable sharing how you didn't want to come to the class in the beginning. Hey, would you share that?
Yeah, so when I was first introduced to Maddie's movement, I was working for a case management organization at the time, and they asked me last minute to stay late for a class, and I did not want to. And
So you were working for a case management place?
yeah,
Another organization.
Organization. Oh, okay, okay. Go ahead.
yeah. And they asked me to stay late last minute, and did not want to. And I tried to stay like on the outside of class a little bit, and it just seemed different. With a lot of classes surrounding the system of care, most of them are just to fill seats, just for reporting numbers, and most of them don't actually take the time to see what young adults and that have aged out of foster care actually need and are interested in. And this class seemed to check the boxes that of things that I actually needed help with and of things that I was actually interested in. And so
So you were a foster care child that aged out of the system, but you were working for a case management.
yes, I
Okay.
aged out at 18, and I was working as a peer specialist.
Oh, fantastic. Okay. So you were assisting other people in like situations?
Yep, I was assisting other youth that have also aged out of care and helping connect them to programs and resources. So I was right up the Madi alley without knowing it yet.
What do you think is the biggest challenge that these young people, these foster care, independent of what's but I turn 18 and now I've got to, because I think that's one of the statistics, right? You turn 18 and you have to be out of a group home. What is the biggest hurdle that they need to overcome to get on their path to independence, right? Because that's ultimately what